Hey everyone, it's Steven from Tostemac and welcome back to the Tostemac Talks, where we sit back, relax, and I talk about life. Being a content creator for around 4 years now has been life-changing for me. I was able to go to places I never thought I would go, I get to meet some amazing people in my life, and I'm able to help those in need in my own special way. But this year, I want to focus on giving that power to you out there, because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of you out there that want to get your voices heard, get your own message and story out there, but might not exactly know how to go about it. And while I could make an entirely separate video about the steps I go to for making an autism video, maybe I should try that at some point. Foreshadowing. Anyway, so today, this video is for you. Those who want to be a content creator like I am. I'm going to give you 5 tips that I have learned around my journey about how to be a great content creator. Starting with the first tip, just start. No, seriously, just start. Nothing begins unless you take action. If you think you got a good name for a YouTube channel or a brand or whatever, don't wait. Get that published, make it official right away, because you never know when or if someone else is coming up with a very similar idea. Now, for Tostemac, me and Thomas were fortunate enough that we were able to come up with a unique name that not many other people would ever think about. But I did not want to leave that to chance because the possibility was still out there. So as soon as we came up with the name Tostemac, boom, we made the channel right away. Even though we did not have any videos ready, we had to get the channel name up first. That way no one else can take it. So it's very important. If you got an idea, start. Just start. Now, the second tip is to understand what kind of work you're going to make, or in this case, what kind of videos are you going to make? Are you going to make gameplay videos where you're recording yourself reacting to the gameplay you're doing, or maybe live streaming on Twitch like Thomas does? Or maybe you want to do more educational videos like I do, or maybe a completely different video series entirely. Deciding what you want to do with this will ultimately dictate what kind of videos you're going to make, how much time is it going to take to record the videos / edit them, how you're going to edit the videos, when are you going to publish them and how often you're going to publish them, and so much more. So you need to decide what kind of videos you're going to make first. And then, once you decide what kind of videos to make, do some research on what other content creators are doing. Try to figure out what's the average length of the video that these creators make, what do they do in the videos, and how can you separate yourself from the other content creators? Why should viewers watch your videos above anyone else's? Like, for example, when I was first starting with the autism videos, at first it was just for fun. But as they grew in popularity, I started to look into other autism content creators and figure out what they do in their videos. And much to my surprise, on average, a lot of the autism content creators I see just basically position a camera in front of them, have a typical background kind of like this, or maybe their bedroom, record the message they want to convey, and that's it, and maybe add some music in the background. So I thought to myself, okay, how do I make my videos unique? How do I separate my content from everybody else? That's why I use the green screen. That's why I use B shots. That's why I try to add comedy into the message I want to give to make it entertaining, not like a long-winded lecture that you're used to in the classrooms. So with that, the green screen, the visual effects, the B shots, and how I write the scripts, I use those to separate myself from other content creators to help gain more traction in my videos. And thankfully, up until now, and still going hopefully, it's working for me. Now, tip number 3, make sure it's something you really enjoy, something you love doing. Because if you're not enjoying it, then you're not really gonna give it your all. You're not gonna go the extra mile to make sure it meets your standards, to make the viewers go, wow. See, that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing the gameplay videos, because Tostemac used to be a gaming channel. And the problem with that was, while it worked out at first, eventually I found myself spending hours recording gameplay and editing stuff, adding special effects or whatever, and I wasn't getting that many views. I felt like the payoff wasn't really that good, so eventually I just stopped and focused more on the autism videos. It's another reason why I stopped the Good Doctor discussions, because I didn't like where the show was going. I didn't like that it was becoming predictable, repetitive, and just straight up bad. And it wasn't giving me what I was expecting, and I felt like the Good Doctor discussion videos were becoming more like rant videos, so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want my viewers to experience that, so that's why I just stopped it. I know season 3 is about to come to a close, and it seems like an epic finale, but that ship set sailed, honestly. Now then, the 4th tip I want to give. Stay relevant. Stay up to date on the current events. If you're making a gaming channel, stay up to date with the latest games and try to ride the trend and see if you can get some traction on the channel from there. If you're doing videos about current news, make sure you stay up to date on the current events and make sure they're credible sources too. And if you want to talk about other stuff going on in the world, like the coronavirus issue going on, regardless of what genre you do, if you want to talk about it, go right ahead. Like the last week, I did a special video with me and my mom talking about our thoughts about the coronavirus and what to do about it, and that's gotten like over 100 views in just a couple days. And next week, I'm going to talk about autism and social distancing to help further explain what social distancing means and why everybody needs to do it right now. So if you stay relevant, you're likely to get more traction rather than just doing whatever you want. So do your homework and it will pay off. Now, we get to the 5th and final tip, probably the most important tip of them all. Lose the arrogance. Like, whatever sense of entitlement or ego that you have, just park it somewhere else, get rid of it. It's not going to help you. Because here's the harsh reality. Just because you're a content creator doesn't mean that you are owed anything. That doesn't mean you're automatically going to get a whole bunch of subscribers and a whole bunch of views just because you make videos. That's not how it works. The viewers decide whether or not to watch your videos, and that's it. That's all there is to it. You could spend hours, even a day's worth, making one video, probably the best video you ever made, and it might only get 10 to 12 views. That's the reality of it, and it's the reality I faced when I did the gaming videos. That's the other reason why I stopped, because I was spending hours and hours making awesome videos that I really enjoyed, but not many people were watching it. So that was the other reason. And if I am to confess something, it's a lesson I really should have learned years ago. You see, back when I was a freelance photographer, I got special access, I got first in line, got to do special things that other people couldn't, but that privilege, for lack of a better word, also filled me with overconfidence, arrogance. Like, I was all this and 10 cents more, and people should listen to me because I'm the expert, ha ha ha. But it wasn't until my first time at VidCon, when I got the chance to talk to Jessica McCabe from How to ADHD, that I started to realize I wanted to get to this place, but I had forgotten the basic fundamentals of getting there, like going down to other people's levels, interacting with them, trying to help solve their problems, relating to them, and not just sitting on top of a high horse thinking you're all that. So just lose the arrogance and remember to stay humble. You don't know everything just because you make videos. Anything can happen. So those are the 5 tips. Start, figure out what you want to make sure you enjoy it. Sorry, I had a brain fart for a minute. Stay relevant and lose the arrogance. Then that's all the basic tips I got for being a content creator, but what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? What about other content creators out there? What tips do you have? Let us know in the comments section below and let's start a conversation. And with that, it's time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Tostemac to stay up to date in our latest videos. And until the next one, see you later.